Yeah, thanks. Good morning, Riaz. Not just Riaz, but good morning to all of you at home waking up this morning. It's back to school today for tens of thousands of elementary and high school students right across the province. And that means more vehicles, most importantly, more kids on the road. For more on that, we say good morning to Greg Harper. He's live in Vancouver this morning with more on that. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Well, summer unofficially over. It is back to school, and we're just outside Captain James Cook Elementary here in Vancouver. This school, along with every other one across the province, will be busy today, and the VPD will be on hand watching this crosswalk very closely. There's actually a traffic safety awareness event taking place here this morning. The VPD will be here, the Education Minister, the Justice Minister as well. Yes, the speed limit in school zones is now in effect from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on school days, and that speed limit is 30 kilometers an hour. Vancouver Police say enforcement will be stepped up not only today, but for over the next several weeks. VPD also saying drivers not obeying the speed limit will be ticketed.
There's going to be lots of extra kids out on the road. They're excited to see their friends, excited to see their teachers. They're not necessarily paying attention to what's going on around them, so we need the drivers to pay extra attention to what's going on outside.
VPD also saying everyone should be responsible on a day like today. Parents, kids, and drivers. There will be lots of distractions, that's for sure. Kyle?
Greg Harper live this morning in Vancouver. Thank you very much, Greg. Now, the new school year has resulted in additional service on several bus routes right across the Lower Mainland. TransLink is increasing the number of buses running during peak times on routes to UBC, SFU, BCIT, and Capilano University. There's also increased night bus service on a couple of routes heading out of the downtown core. Transit users are encouraged to look online before heading out today, as many routes across the system have been adjusted. SkyTrain service back to normal this morning after another weekend of maintenance. Crews were replacing sections of the 30-year-old tracks along the Expo and Millennium lines, which resulted in extra travel time for passengers. And starting today, BC Ferries is offering half-price fares on certain sailings along the south coast. It's all part of a test run for when the company introduces variable pricing in 2017. The savings are in effect until October the 15th. Vancouver police have arrested a 28-year-old man whom they believe is connected to the attempted abductions of two young girls in Stanley Park. The latest incident happened yesterday afternoon when a 2-year-old girl was grabbed by a man near Lost Lagoon. The child's father went after the man, who let go of the girl and then ran off. Police tracked down the suspect and arrested him on Alberni Street. He believed to be the same man behind the September 4th attempted abduction of an 8-year-old along the seawall. A memorial is growing in East Vancouver, where a man's body was found in a storm drain over the weekend. The discovery was made near Caslow and Pender Streets early Sunday morning, and the death is being treated as suspicious. A significant update is expected later this morning in the 2014 suspected homicide of a 19-year-old teen from Langley. The Integrated Homicide Investigation Team will hold a news conference to provide details on the investigation on Nicholas Hannon, who was reported missing in February of 2014. Well, by April of that year, police said there was enough evidence to support the theory that Hannon may have been killed. So far, the case has remained a mystery to the community and those investigating his disappearance. A town hall forum is being held in Vancouver tonight, where we are expected to learn more about the mayor's plans to make the city a sanctuary for Syrian refugees. Gregor Robertson says the government of Canada isn't meeting its international obligations to help with this crisis. He feels the federal government should be looking at taking in 20,000 refugees every year by the year 2020. Mayor Robertson has also made a motion to send the request to the federal government in writing. Tonight's forum begins at 7 o'clock at Vancouver City Hall. Hundreds of migrants converged on Budapest's main train station today, hoping to board trains to Austria and Germany. Of the thousands of people who have crossed the border with Serbia recently, most want to move further west into Europe. Almost none of the migrants seem to want to remain in Hungary. The country has been seen as relatively unwelcoming to asylum seekers and doesn't seem to have the same economic opportunities as the much richer Germany. Well, it's a big day for our sister station News 1130 this morning. A broadcasting legend is officially making his debut. Starting today, veteran broadcaster Bill Good will have a daily editorial feature. A Minute with Bill Good will contain the former talk show host's opinions on the hot button issues of the day.
I did an editorial nearly every day, and I'll probably do a similar type of commentary. It might be a little more far-reaching. It might be even a little more opinionated in that I'm not anchoring a newscast anymore, so I don't expect to be totally, balanced. But I hope people will enjoy it.